Morning, athletes. I know when I watched my first Ironman World Championships about 15 years ago, I asked myself, how in the world do these athletes do it? And if you're thinking about signing up for your first triathlon or maybe taking the next step to an Ironman race, you're probably asking yourself the same question. How in the world is my body going to handle all of this work? Over the past 6 years of racing Ironman and 15 years in endurance sports, I've learned that there are four non-negotiable recovery habits every athlete should be implementing today. But more importantly, as you want to take it to the next level, my 5 recovery protocol tips to get your body and your mind ready so you can recover better and race faster. Let's dig in. All right, athletes, as your training ramps up, your ability to recover becomes more and more important. So what are the 4 non-negotiable recovery habits? We're going to go through these rapid fire. Number 1 is sleep. I know it's not sexy, but 6 to 8 hours is going to be key to your success for recovery. But more importantly, going to bed and waking up at approximately the same time all 7 days a week is going to give you the best opportunity to recover and train your hardest. Number 2 on the list is nutrition. I'm not going to go too deep into it. And if you want more videos on nutrition, drop a comment below. But you need to understand the caloric need that you're putting on your body through these efforts. And you need to ensure you're fueling it with the appropriate amount of caloric intake to meet that need. It's also essential we have as balanced of a diet as possible. Carbohydrates, fats, and proteins are all essential building blocks for your recovery efforts. So focusing on those in your nutritional intake is essential. Now, number 3 on the list, can't overstate this, and that's muscular strength. Having strong muscles is one of the best ways to prevent injury. So you need to start building those up. And a lot of our strength training is going to happen in the off season and in the gym. So start thinking about it now in the off season. How are you going to get stronger, which is ultimately going to help you recover a heck of a lot better. And number 4 on that list goes hand in hand with strength, and that's mobility. We need to be mobile. We need to be flexible. And what those 2 things give us is greater resiliency. So finding methodology that jives with you to improve your flexibility and mobility is absolutely key. For me, I'm in love with hot yoga. I've done it for over 20 years, and it's significantly improved my mobility, which in turn has significantly improved my recovery. Now, with those out of the way, what are my 5 next level recovery tips that you can implement so you can recover better and race faster? Well, number 1 on that list, it's going to happen before my big effort, and that's going to be massage gun. One of the first things I'm going to do in the morning after I get my cup of coffee is I'm going to sit down. I'm going to spend about 10 minutes massage gun my entire legs. What this is going to do is it's going to start activating and warming up the muscles before I even step outside and do my real warm up. But probably more importantly, this is going to give me 10 solid minutes in the morning to start game planning how I'm going to attack that effort. What are my objectives that I'm going to accomplish? What are my nutritional goals that I need to accomplish? I'm going to start getting my mind and body ready for the effort at hand. So that way, once I step out the door, I'm prepped and ready to rock for that effort, which is going to lead to greater recovery at the end of the day. Okay, number 2, next level recovery protocol tips. This is something I'm going to do 30 minutes to an hour directly after a big run or a big bike. And that's slam 42 grams of protein. We have just tore our muscles down with these efforts. It's imperative that we give our body nutritional building blocks it needs to recover. And those building blocks are protein. So again, within the next 30 minutes to an hour after a session, I'm going to slam a Fairlife protein shake 42 grams of protein, only 230 calories, and I think it tastes delicious. So not only am I giving my body the building blocks it needs, but again, more importantly for me is the mental aspect. By doing that simple exercise, I'm signaling to my brain, my body, and my entire system that I'm willing and doing everything possible to recover. So when we step back out there the next day, we're absolutely ready to rock. Okay, number 3, next level protocol tips. A little bit sexier, much more controversial, and that's compression boots. So compression boots, the science on it is hit and miss. What it's supposed to do is reduce inflammation and reduce pain if you have any. I'm going to use compression boots for 2 main reasons. Number 1, to literally kick my feet up and relax. And number 2 is it's going to give my lower body more of a massage. So this is an excellent opportunity for me to take 20 minutes after my big effort and decompress physically as well as mentally. And I'm going to take advantage of this by doing one of 3 things. Either 1, just listening to music and zoning out, getting that mental decompression that I might need after that hard effort. Number 2, I might read a book, and generally I'm going to read something that's more motivational and inspiring and training related. Or number 3, I might just spend some time with my cat, loving up on him, and that's going to give me all sorts of good vibes that are going to help me recover. So for me, compression boots is really a decompression relaxation component, and it's become absolutely vital part of my protocol as I ramp up my training. Number 4 on the list, and this is going to happen later in the day, and it's going to work hand in hand with number 5, but that's going to be sauna. Much like the compression boots, for me, sauna is an opportunity to relax, to kick back, and just decompress. I love being in the heat and feeling as though the toxins are flushing out of my body. Mentally, it really energizes me and makes me feel healthier. So much of recovery, so much of training, so much of life is all about the mental component. And I want to give myself every opportunity I have to mentally feel that I'm accomplishing what I need to accomplish. And that's going to prepare my body for the efforts to come. So a sauna, excellent opportunity to decompress, relax, and feel as though I'm getting the toxins out of my body. And number 5, probably the reason everyone came here, and that's ice bath. Notice I call it an ice bath and not a cold plunge. And that's because I use these in my protocol for one reason and one reason only, and that's to reduce inflammation. After a big effort, we've put significant amount of stress in the body and we've increased inflammation significantly. And if we have another big effort the day after, it's imperative that we get as much of that inflammation out as we possibly can. So I'm going to ice bath. What is my protocol? Typically, I'm going to do 3 to 5 minutes up to about my chest level. Then I'm going to go into the sauna for 5 minutes. And I'm going to rinse and repeat those things back to back 3 different times, with the goal being spending 15 minutes icing the lower half of my body. Now, if you don't have access to a cold plunge or an ice bath, don't worry. For about 15 years, what I did was I'd go to the store and I'd buy about 20 pounds of ice and I'd fill up my bathtub at home. It works perfectly well. It might not be as sexy, but it's all about getting that inflammation out, and spending time icing after a big effort and before another one is what I believe is the most important recovery protocol tip you can implement today. All right, athletes, I hope that was helpful. Please drop a comment below and let me know if there's a recovery tip and trick that you use that's different that I can start incorporating. And don't forget, we need to train hard, train smart, but recover better. And as always, athletes, I'll see you on the start line.